right, back into it. This is the final trial of the samurai case.
Ooh.
So,
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
the prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Today will be the final trial.
Shit.
Today will be the final day of this trial.
The final trial, no more justice system, everyone go
No,
home.
I'm finally retiring and my identical twin brother is taking the stand.
His name is also Judge.
Yes, his name is also Judge. It's very confusing for our mother.
He actually does have a brother who's also a judge.
What?
Anyway, won't be explaining that.
I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, which usually happens at the beginning of a trial,
Do they Yeah,
at each day.
this is very confusing.
This whole justice system is very confusing. So, in yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2... well, let me try that again. Get into it. Warm up, Edgeworth. Let's go. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear.
Very well.
Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today.
Yeah, I needed to warm up, okay?
You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Ms. D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Here she is, that bitch.
Love her.
Will the witness state her name and occupation?
Probably not.
Look at that, another uncooperative witness. What is it with my luck today?
D. Vasquez. I am a producer for Global Studios.
Thank God, okay. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2.
As everyone here knows, yes? I dislike needless banter.
Well, you're in a court of law. This is the capital of needless banter.
Annoying. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here.
Okay, rude.
Very well, Miss Vasquez. We'll keep the chatter to a minimum.
Thank you.
Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder.
Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay.
Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Pretty sure she's wearing a dress.
She's wearing a dress. Okay, sure.
It could be a jumpsuit. It could be a jumpsuit.
It could be a jumpsuit. The day of the murder.
I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at noon. It ended at 4 p.m. There's to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Saul take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Saul and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all.
I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you?
The van.
Hmm?
There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with that monkey's head toppling over.
Van added to court record. Minella used this van to drive Vasquez to Studio 1 after the meeting in the trailer.
Wow, it's almost like you could put other things in that van.
Incredible.
I see. And what is this van of which you speak?
It's like a large car.
What's a car?
Oh, Ask your parents.
Very right. Very right, Mr. Well. What is with my reading today? Okay.
Oh, wow.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination.
This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it.
The day of the murder. Okay, so
So the T-bone steaks, there were no bones on those plates.
yeah, for sure.
Unless she ate the bones. I don't
Bones.
think she... Bones?
Okay, wait. Oh, no, it was after the...
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey. Bones?
Bones?
Can we bones? Can we present
I think
that?
we can maybe... We don't have a picture of that, do we? That's the original steak plate.
But that is
Okay.
in reference to like comparing.
Yeah.
Comparison. Oh my god, my
Comparing?
words are broken today. Comparing that to the ones at Studio 2 that don't have bones, I
Okay.
think. So
Yeah.
we are on the right track.
Let's go. Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not.
What's this now, Mr. Wright?
Look at this.
It's a plate?
This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind.
Mr. Wright, need I remind you, it was a T-bone steak?
Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer.
But there were no bones!
Where are the bones? Yet there were no bones left on the plate. The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone?
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Unless they have
Munch.
dogs.
Lunch. I think you know how.
You ate the,
the
bone,
bone
too!
It didn't eat. It's not that they didn't eat steak.
You didn't eat the steak.
You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator.
Ha-ha.
I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? During her break?
Isn't it obvious, Your Honor?
Picking on someone else.
I mean, both probably, but
Both?
meeting the
Yeah.
Steel Samurai.
At the same time.
She was meeting with the Steel Samurai.
Ha-ha.
Okay, confirm. It is a dress.
It is a dress, yes.
Order! Are you saying?
Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands.
Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous?
Yeah, we're jumping
In this court?
We're doing several horses before several cards before several horses, I feel like.
I feel like that's the norm for this court, even.
Yeah.
What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright?
Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as the rest. Very well. Let us have our battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez.
Good luck, Nick.
Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh, yes, the samurai spear. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon?
How?
Wasn't the spear broken already?
The spear was broken, yeah.
You couldn't. I think you would have had a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Huh. You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning? The samurai spear was not the murder weapon.
Woohoo!
What? Hey, maybe that suspicious-looking fence.
Yeah, maybe.
What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body.
I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. Is it that it was duct taped?
Yes, so I think, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we just have to present the spear.
Yeah. I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon.
But that is the murder weapon.
Oh my god, Edward, keep up. Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through. But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest?
Especially when you can't lift the weapon.
Yeah.
Order!
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're...
Silence! I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Great question. Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was? How was Hammer killed?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer?
Of course we know.
Yeah, of course we know. We've already seen it.
Yeah.
Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
But in this case, I do know what the weapon was.
Yeah.
I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then.
It's the...
All right.
Look at this photo.
Haha.
What is this? Very macabre. Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs.
I guess he hit him into the fence with a tennis racket?
The strong backhand.
I guess.
Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about?
This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios.
What does this have to do with the current case?
Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest?
What?
Are you saying...
Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again.
Mr. Wright, continue!
It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs and onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had done himself 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say.
In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer. He died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago!
Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny what I say is true? Mr. Wright. Let's say, for the sake of argument, that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say.
Okay, D. Shapiro.
Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in an evil magistrate's costume, no less. You then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body?
The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time!
Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body?
She had another way.
She had another way.
What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands?
Yeah, like, I don't know, a tool, perhaps, maybe like some sort of locomotion.
A large wheeled vehicle, for instance. Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that, body. Interesting. Let's hear it then.
Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body.
Okay,
The van.
well, clearly the van, right? All right.
Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1. And you used the studio van to do it. Yeah, you gave us that one.
Yeah, like you literally just talked about it. Way to incriminate yourself.
Yeah. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards. We went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Saul take me. There was a van there, right? I had Saul drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume.
Hold on, Wright. Don't forget it was Salmonella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator?
Yes.
Yeah, of course he was.
Of course Salmonella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood.
Yeah, that would have been kind of obvious.
Yeah, there was no blood at the scene of the crime. Everyone was like, wow, there's not a lot of blood here.
Yeah.
They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Wow, that's doing a lot of work, that incinerator.
Yeah, they had to really tear that apart.
Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. It's a low bar, though. I lose, you win. It was fun. I win?
Well, you win. But there was no confession, so.
So what happens next? Don't me? Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez? So it was you? You killed Jack Hammer?
Everyone's just kind of waiting.
Who can say?
I like that she's like one of the like first and really only witnesses who just does not break easy.
Yeah, why would, even if they have you cornered, like dead to rights on a murder, don't just be like, yeah, I did that.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't say shit. If you go to court, just don't talk.
It's Shut the Fuck Up Friday every day.
Yeah, like that one lawyers association that was just like, hey, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. D. Vasquez gets it. I mean, she's terrible,
Yeah.
but she gets it.
She gets it, yeah. Actually, I think she should be allowed to do just like a little bit of crime. Just
Yeah.
like a little.
Yeah. Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether.
I mean, you could just like break salmonella. Like,
You could also just go take blood from the van. They put
Yeah.
a body in a van.
Yeah.
Just go look at the van. God, the CSI team. Like, what? You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? Like, I know that, like, DNA matching is not as good as we think it is, but, like, also,
Yeah.
it's gotta be
There's
blood.
gotta be traces. There's gotta be traces
Gotta
somewhere.
be, like, just a blood in
Like-
that van.
Like on the gate. Even if they cleaned it, they could still test for like if blood was there. Like it's
Yeah.
iron. It's porous.
Yeah. I can't imagine I can't imagine that Sal was smart enough to be like, we should wrap the body in plastic before we put it in the van.
Right.
No!
Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof.
Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now?
I
Do we?
think you can say anything here. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Let's just go with you did it, Vasquez.
You did, because she did it.
Miss Vasquez, you did it. That wasn't a question. Did you do it? No.
Well, okay, now you're lying on the stand.
We all love to lie on the stand. It's a national pastime.
Yeah, you said that before, actually.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm not sure that question helped this court get any closer to a verdict.
What do I do now?
Oh, okay,
Okay.
maybe testify again.
I'd like you to testify again.
Testify again.
Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I've said before, the truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. To come so far only to fail. Also, I'm allowed to recycle my own jokes on this show.
Oh, yeah, no, please. That's just a bit.
Yeah, if I do it 3 or more times, it's a running joke.
As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. Objection! Yes, Mr. Edgeworth.
I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor.
Real smooth, Edgeworth.
I didn't.
I see. Very well.
Objection! For real! Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again.
You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness.
I just want to hear your testimony again.
Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes.
Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about?
Well, yes. Indeed. Verily, I say. Ergo, I want to hear about what happened after they found the body.
After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter.
Nick! Why did Edgeworth...
Who knows? He probably realized she did it too.
But... Wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that...
Edgeworth.
After finding the body.
I was with Sal and Old Bag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Old Bag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying, "He did it." I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home.
I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Okay, Nick, we're close. Real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick.
Right.
Like a wet rag.
After finding the body. Okay, so...
Didn't we have to go get a script for her, though, from Sal?
We did. We can see what she means by that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's ask for more details on this.
The script in your direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Press harder. Always.
Always.
Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess. No, you didn't know about the murder yet.
Yeah, if you're just discovering the body, how would you know about the murder?
Very well. Miss Vasquez, please continue.
Objection, Your Honor! I have an objection to the witness's last statement.
Huh?
Think! Miss Vasquez says she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio One. Thanks, Edgeworth.
Edgeworth, are you having fun?
Order, order. Mr. Edgeworth. What you've just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense?
I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation?
I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal.
Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason.
Ah, I knew that Hammer was injured.
How did you know Hammer was injured? Only like 3 people knew that.
Yeah, okay, so let's... The picture? Yeah.
Yeah. You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny?
That's kind of humorous, yeah.
I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What?
Mr. Wright, explain yourself.
Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending?
Yeah, because she thought... Oh, yeah, because she thought it was Hammer who was injured. Okay, yes, now I remember, yeah.
One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured?
Because you saw him limping.
I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez, you saw Hammer limping.
Yeah.
Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes.
Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured?
Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers.
Ah!
And when was he doing this?
Well, it would have had to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered.
Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning.
Haha, gotcha. Order, order, I will have order.
Witness! Can you refute this claim?
Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing.
Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim?
Okay, but if it was an accident, then that could be the reason, and then she would have had to cover it up because, it would be inconvenient. So, it could just be an accident, but yeah.
Another accident.
If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive?
Yeah.
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 Okay. I have proof and I'll show it to you. I presented the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder.
It's like this. Obviously,
Yeah,
she was
yeah.
pretty hung up on this, so. Yeah. Yep.
Because weird, there's one other person in that photo.
Yeah.
This is my proof.
This is the photo from before.
This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom.
His guilt weighed him down, no doubt.
However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change.
Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate.
This is my monologue. Yes, undoubtedly. It was a constant source of shame for the ex-star.
One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have?
Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine.
Girl boss.
Yeah, yeah.
Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder.
God, she predates Gaslight Gatekeep Girl Boss, but yeah, that's...
I think she had no motive. Because, like, it's true. Like, why would she kill somebody who was useful to her? Like, clearly he was mad, and he was very clearly setting it up for he was going to kill her.
I don't think he had... Yeah, she had no motive.
Yeah.
She had no motive, Your Honor.
What's that now?
It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood.
Yeah, he was definitely going to kill her.
Oh yeah, that's why he was wearing a different suit.
Mm-hmm.
All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs, in self-defense.
What's that now?
It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez.
What? What?
Yeah, he was gonna kill her.
Yeah, Edgeworth, keep up.
Yeah, come on.
Your Honor. Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with the sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Seal Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. Oh.
Crack.
Ma'am, your pipe?
Yeah, your pipe's kind of fucked there. Hope you were done.
She has backups. So, you did do it, didn't you? Yes. I am guilty. It was me.
So much for shut the fuck up.
When someone puts it in self-defense, you can...
I think this might be you.
Yeah, someone call an ambulance.
There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Oh, Miss Vasquez.
What happened here?
Manuel fell from the trailer stairs.
Manuel!
Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm.
No, how could this?
It was an accident.
Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and...
No! Manuel!
Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez!
No! Please don't die. Please.
So anyway, she can do a little murder.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. Again.
Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez?
In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. You literally just saw her being taken away by the bailiffs. As calm and collected as ever.
I see. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
it appears you have brought about yet another miracle.
I thank you, Your Honor.
I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle.
Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty.
Set off the confetti cannons.
Yeah, confetti cannons! Party time! Let's go get wasted.
That is all. This court is adjourned. I'm gonna go get wasted.
Woo!
All right. Well, we won.
We
That was-
won.
Yeah.
Edward said something about how innocent people should be found innocent, which feels weird for him.
It does feel weird for him. I wonder if maybe he's having a change of heart. October 20th, District Court, Defend Lobby number 3.
I don't know what to say. Thank you so much.
I'm just glad you're okay.
Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Ms. Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me?
I mean, like,
You stole his whole career, my dude.
yeah. Like,
Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because...
he wanted to be the Steel Samurai.
Yeah.
Like, he lost his stardom and he was, like, forced to play, like, a shitty villain.
Yeah, my guy, that sucks. It's because you were the Steel Samurai.
Because I was the Steel Samurai.
Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kid's show, and is the villain to boot.
Because it's fun. Anyway.
Yeah, villains are good, actually.
Villains are great.
The kids love the Steel Samurai.
Although I will say kids don't really separate the actor from the part a
Yeah.
lot. So if they see you and they know you're the villain, they'll be, like, mad at you.
That is
sucks.
true.
Yeah.
They're not good at that. They don't quite understand that.
Once I played a pirate in Peter Pan in my high school production, and I went to say hi to my German teacher afterward, and his kids were scared of me.
That's very funny. That's very funny.
So, like, I kind of get that. Like, maybe, like, his nephew or something was, like, mad at him for being a villain.
That's, like, sad, but also funny. And so he hated you.
I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him at any time.
I think you're missing the point.
Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over.
Or actors could just go to therapy.
Yeah,
So am I. So am I.
Congratulations, WP!
Oh, thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Uh-oh.
Oh.
Is something wrong?
No, of course not.
You tell me they only have one of those costumes?
I guess. I don't know. Well, they said they weren't going to make it anymore. That's why she's not telling him.
Oh, right.
Yeah, rip.
Nick Edgeworth!
Oh, his bangs are off center?
Yes, they are.
That's a side part?
Yeah, it's a side part.
Okay.
Say something right. I'm not good at small talk.
Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth.
You don't waste any time gloating, do you?
No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers.
Flyer.
Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years.
There's like 4 lawyers in this country.
Meet again?
However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings.
Yeah, there's no explanation. There's no explanation for why they wrote this line like it is.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the people in my life who I know who like Edgeworth and also this line. We can proceed. We can proceed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unnecessary feelings.
Yes.
By which I mean, of course, unease and uncertainty.
Oh, sure.
Those are the only ones. Yep.
Aren't those kind of necessary? Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they kind of, yeah. You need to know when things make you uneasy or uncertain.
They help to guide your decision-making process away from bad decisions.
Yeah, Edgeworth. You kind of need those.
They only serve to get in my way.
This guy.
You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you.
Get out of my school, nerd.
Literally, I like a guy, so I told him to get out of my court.
Gosh. Get out of my school, nerd.
Hey, you know what? Seeing you again has really brought up all these feelings that I thought were long buried. I never want to see you again. Bye.
Oi.
Mr. Wright, was that guy your friend?
Good question.
What? Friends? As if. They're rivals. Rivals? Right, Nick?
For now we are, I guess.
Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me! What's the deal with you and Edgeworth?
You're too young to understand the look that means you want to kiss me so bad it makes you look stupid.
We'll get to it later, Maya. Don't worry.
And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was a talk of the town. Thankfully, Globo Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kid shows again.
Woo! Gotta give the robot titties.
Gotta give the robot titties.
Nick! This is it! The new show starts today! You're gonna watch it with me, right?
I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it.
You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant!
Fine, I'll do it.
Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again?
Yep, that's him in there.
Great, good for him. Good for him.
I wonder if they'll show his real face that time. I wonder if they'll show his real face this time.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will powers. The end.
I think they meant to imply that he's still playing the Steel Samurai, but it comes off as he's playing the princess.
I think he's playing the princess.
And next time, Angst. Look forward to it. We'll see you later.
See you later. Oh my God, Edgeworth, dude, my guy.